Oh, looks like we're gonna be talking about actual fucking Nazis. Great. Hi guys, Jackie Wolf. And apparently there was a women's rally in Melbourne, Australia. Now, being that I'm a night owl, I generally play a lot of games and interact with a lot of Australians and New Zealanders. And the weird Newfoundlander. Newfoundlandy. Newfie. We'll just call him Newfie, to give a nod to my friend Merlin. But apparently, Nazis were clashing a women's rally in Melbourne. As you can tell, the police line to separate the two groups did exist. And I will warn you, I'm not filtering for not safe for work stuff. I wonder if I can do that real quick. Only words, filters, engagement. Okay. It's March, let's say 17th, current year. I know I should have done all of this, 20th, current year. Figures. Anyways, apparently there was a Nazi protest in Melbourne, Australia over the trans thing. And not knowing much about this, I don't really agree with Nazism. Nazism's kind of bad. I don't disagree with them having the right to free speech. But when it comes down to it, this seems like a bad thing, but it is mostly due to the fact that, well, TRAs exist. You see, for a very long time that we've been giving things to trans radical activists, the opposite of TERFs. And we've just been ceding ground to them, which is more than likely going to spark a backlash in the side that, well, the pendulum often swings backwards as hard as it swings forwards. That being said, as I constantly seem to have to say, is I disavow anything like this. Being trans myself, this is not that great. Now, they seem to be thinking that this is a salute of all anti-trans people, or this is indicative of every anti-trans No. It is just that the Nazis seem to have found something that, well, something that they can use as a cultural in-way into the political discourse. You see, as I've often said, it's not the Nazis themselves that got them into power in Austria, but rather the Social Democrats. Yes, it was the Soc Dems that caused Nazi uprisings in both Germany and Austria. But, anyways, there seems to be Nazis on the street of Melbourne are edgelords. Breaking trans activist rushed the stage and was taken down by security at Let Women Speak event in Melbourne, Australia. Let's see what that video is like. Hold on. And I'm going to be honest with you, it is shit like that that has caused this particular divide in the consciousness of the public. You see, taking over a microphone and started screaming, trans rights matter, is not a way to advance the public discourse on the matter, but rather lock people into their ideas of what they believe. All you are doing is destroying society for meaningless gain. You are little better than stupid people. And I mean, this is a major thing because, well, I got pinged about it right as I was trying to go to sleep after streaming. Been a little sick. National or Wallace National Scone give an escort they zig heiled in front of Parliament. This is just more of them zig heiling. But a lot of us warned about this kind of backlash. And I hate Twitter videos sometimes. But we wondered, are we all kind of worried about this kind of backlash and even have talked about it? People like myself, people have been saying that this is exactly what you're leading to. You've created the reactionary right, which actually isn't even right wing. I don't feel like dissecting the anatomy of a Nazi to explain what they believe is dumb. But this is what you've created. This is the world that you have created by allowing one side to be violent and the other side not to be. You've created what is actually a reactionary regime, leading to the further downfall and degradation of humanity. Congratulations. Thank you, fucking locust. You've ruined yet another thing. And that's what I was talking about. Looking for things like that, you often come across porn, and I have to be very careful about what I see and say. We'll go back to the latest. I won't share a photo because they simply don't deserve the attention. But yesterday, anti-trans activists gathered to spread hate, and on the steps of our parliament, some of them performed a Nazi salute. Remember, this tweet is information. The women were speaking in support of sex-based rights of females. The neo-Nazis use this as a PR tool. They are controlled and disciplined far more than any ragtag rabble group of trans activists. The Nazis were there to show young men. If your rally has Nazis proudly marching and throwing a salute, it's quite simply nothing but a gather of Nazis. It is time to decide you're on their side of ours. But be wary, they will turn on you eventually. I saw trans flags around. Are they surrounding the trans rally? No way. There's no way they were in support. If those Nazis had their way, all the trans people, Jewish people, LGBT people, and probably many other groups would either be worked to death in slave labor camps or sent to the gas chambers Hitler style. Yeah. No, this was just a PR stunt. This was literally just them trying to get out there and show people who they are. Trying to make it look like they're fighting a culture war, when in all actuality, if you look at these Nazi men, the word glowy comes to mind. After sparking Perth protest, anti-trans speaker Kaylee J. Keen fans throw Nazi salute, and I'm not even sure they're Nazi or they're fans of hers. They're just there. It's one of those things. Like I said, there is a culture war that is continually going on. And I'm not a huge fan of this. I honestly keep telling people Nazism is not the way forward. But as I said earlier in the video, we keep pushing and pushing and pushing people to the point that that's all they have is a reactionary, well, a radical reactionary form of government known as National Socialism. And I will give you a warning that Leon Trotsky gave most of Europe. The communist uprising happens when the general man, the common worker, and the farmer come together to incite revolution. A National Socialist or fascist uprising happens when the middle class believes that they're the working class and incite a revolution. And I'm going to be honest with you, most of the people that are fighting for this revolution are the laptop class. It's just one of those things, I suppose. I get to hear myself talk on a daily basis, and sometimes I'm not as good. Sometimes I'm not as great. But if you like the topics that I cover and the video games I play and stuff like that, please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. And yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. There's some things about trans people that, I mean, being one myself, but Also, a lot of people don't realize this. The flag behind me is the egotist flag. Because egotism. Anyways, I've been Jackie. This video is recorded without any kind of scripting or writing because, well, yeah. Anyways, as I said, I've been Jackie. Please like, subscribe, comment below, share this video because I grow outside of the YouTube algorithm by people sharing my videos. Love you much, mean it. And until next time, later.